we have our first ever guest, Maxwell, here to promote his new autobiography, Where the Wild Things Are. Well, actually, it's not really new, it's like in its 100th printing, but anyway, Maxwell is here to promote his new book, Where the Wild Things Are. Please put your hands together and welcome Al. Thank you, everybody, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Yes, welcome to another episode of the Lavender Show. Today, Simon and I are so excited because we have our first ever guest on the Lavender Show, here promoting his new book about his travels around the world. Is Max. Yes, everyone. Yes, Max is here. Hold on, let me grab his book here. Yes, everyone, yes, here is Max's new book. Can you see it? Yes, it is Where the Wild Things Are. Max has written an autobiography about his travels around the world, encountering strange and exotic creatures. And we're so excited to have him here in the studio today. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the author of the brand new book. Well, maybe not that brand new, but in its second reprint, or maybe a third or fourth or fifth. Please welcome Max and his new book, Where the Wild Things Are. All right, well, let's get started, shall we? First of all, let me just say welcome, Max. Welcome, so great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Al. Thanks. Yeah.
I know I've been a fan for a number of years.
I wish I could say the same.
And congratulations on being our very first guest on the Lavender Show. Yes, that's just quite the honor.
Hopefully I won't be the last, LL.
All right, so Max, why don't you take us back to that night and tell us what was the event that led to you going on your epic adventure? Or what was the catalyst?
Well, whenever I put on my wolf suit, I seem to get in trouble. And I was chasing the dog around, and my mom got mad at me. She's like, Maxwell, stop it!
Yes, mothers can do that.
So I was like, chasing the dog around, I'd be all crazy, and she called me Wild Thing. I was like, I'll eat you up. So she sent me to my room.
Little mischief.
And she sent me to my room, so I turned my room into a forest, because I'm like magical, you know? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
Then your room turned into a forest. Rather interesting. Please continue.
Okay, so I turned my room into a forest, and then I walked down to the forest to my boat. It's called the Max. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I sailed in and out of a night and day over weeks, almost through a year. It's pretty cool. Got to this cool island, yeah.
Sounds like quite a bit of sailing, yes. Sailing in and out of a night and almost through a year.
Yeah, I got to this island with a...
And so, please tell us more about this place where the wild things
are. I got there, and then they made me king, and it was really cool, because I scared them, and they were, afraid. And I did all this cool stuff, and, they pounded down, and like, King Maxwell, you're the best, yes.
And they made you king, just like that.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then we had a parade, a feast, and everything. We hung for trees. It was really cool. They made a crowd.
LL does love parades and parties.
Yeah, it was really cool, because I'm the best guy, and it was really cool. And then but I was like, you guys are getting kind of boring. I sat in the bed, and then I was like, I kind of miss home, I miss my mom's cooking, Well,
tell us then. It sounds like quite a delightful place. What made you want to leave?
I was just trying to tell you, LL. So I was like, there's no one there to watch my wolf suit and no one to feed me because those monsters just eat a bunch of stuff. I want some good food.
Mothers do have that effect.
I was just missing my mom, like I said, So I was like, all right, you guys, I'm going to try to leave. And they get all crazy, don't go. I'm trying to step in my boat.
Well, and so you set off in your boat again, in and out of a day, and almost through a year.
I got home, and my mom was there. She's like, Max, what are you doing home? Well, it's so peaceful here without you. Why are you back? And I was like, Mom, I'm just hungry. She made some food. It was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. And I was like, Mom, can I stay back here? And she's like,
wow, and after all that time, dear Mom still had dinner ready for you,
huh? No, she made a new dinner. That old dinner was bad. Because it was years ago, But anyway, yeah, she said I could stay there if I clean up my room.
All right, Max, and I think some of our viewers are wondering about the wolf suit. Can you please tell us more about your wolf suit?
It's like a secure thing for me, It's got a hoodie, and it makes you feel cool. I call it a man-child, that's I was like, I'm an adult wolf suit now. I feel like it's cool. It's okay to wear a adult suit. It's okay to wear a wolf suit, right?
Yes.
People still think that's cool, right? There's nothing wrong with wearing a wolf suit, right? Is that okay? Is there anything wrong with wearing a wolf suit? Anybody? People wear wool suits all the time, right?
All right, so tell us, Max, are you still living at home with dear Mom?
Well, where else am I supposed to live? Was anyone going to want to live with a man who wears a wool suit? You know, my mom's really nice.
Okay, yes, and I heard they made a movie out of your book.
Yeah, they made a movie.
Is that true?
But I didn't get any money. That's why I'm like, Mom, I need some money. Yeah, you know, like, I didn't get any money for a movie. That kid didn't look anything like me.
All right, and tell us, Max, this book has been printed several times. Why are you doing a book tour again now?
Well, Max is kind of poor, you know, so...
That is understandable.
And I spent all my money on Xbox and, like, GameStop and all that stuff, so... And at Nintendo Switch.
Well, let me just tell you again, Max, what a huge fan Simon and I are. And
Well,
good luck on your book
Thank
tour.
you, Al.
And we wish to welcome you back as soon as you're willing to come back.
Hopefully you'll have more
All
shows
right,
for me to come back to.
You haven't had a chance yet, please go out and pick up a copy of Where the Wild Things Are, Max's autobiography about his adventures sailing around the world. Thank you again, Max. Thank you again for joining us.
Goodbye.
Oh, Maxwell, you guys, I'm a huge fan. I can't wait to read your next book, whatever it's called, maybe Beyond Where the Wild Things Are. Thank you.